Alright guys, so the Battle Gauntlet gets resetted tomorrow night for the weekly reset, which also means that we're going to get a brand new Zenkai for the weekly reset, which also concludes that tonight we're going to get previews for that Zenkai itself. Now, if you guys want to get updated 24/7, everything Dragon Ball Legends, just simply subscribe, and turn on those notifications, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated all the time, every time. So guys, this video here, let's just talk about what we can expect, because, this weekly reset is going to be very much so like the last one, where it's going to be broken down to two parts, I believe. Just because last week it was Christmas, and this week it's New Year. So Tuesday, pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on where you guys live, is the normal weekly reset, followed by, Thursday, Friday, which is New Year's Eve, and then New Year's itself. So yeah, let's just discuss everything, guys, because, to be honest with you guys, I'm really confused as to where Dragon Ball Legends is going next. But what we can see here is that this weekly reset, we should see a brand new free-to-play Frieza, right? First form Frieza. Now, if free-to-play units has told us anything in the last 3 free-to-play units every month, was so that, it really does hint towards the next unit that we're going to be getting. For example, LF, we got Rose here, and then follow that, we got, we ended up getting future units, and then following, Winter Code Goku, we ended up getting, Saga's units. And then same thing with Kid Buu here, this green Kid Buu. We ended up getting LF Cell. So, it really does hint what's coming next. So, I believe, LOE and Frieza Force or Powerful Opponent is going to be a upcoming, I would say, buff, right, towards these units. Now, there's not much really that piques interest in LOE, just because LOE doesn't really draw too much money into the game. It really doesn't, unless your name is Goresh, and then that's a lot of money itself. But LOE really does not draw too much money. That's why they made Powerful Opponents tag. So, units like Frieza and like Lineage of Evil, where it's not too broad, it's a very thin tag, can actually dish out, or actually he holds Frieza Force too, but he can dish out Powerful Opponent as well. Now, let's discuss what units we should be seeing, guys, because, like I said, there's a very obvious one which could potentially happen. Everybody's saying Green Gogeta. Green Gogeta is an interesting unit because I really would not want this guy to be a Zenkai at all. He would probably buff Green Future, probably, which would mean a Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta buff. But, a lot of people are saying he's going to get a Zenkai just because, if you look at the missions, he has his missions where you can get pretty much a free Super Gogeta. But to be honest, usually when they Zenkai units, they bring out those missions at the same time for the Zenkai itself, so you can grind everything at once. Typically, I'd say 80% of the time that's how it works. Now, I'm not going to rule out this unit. There's a very good possibility that we get a green Super Gogeta Zenkai tomorrow night. So this is something to keep an eye on for sure. But to be honest, back to the LOE thing, because I really hope that LOE down the line actually gets the love they deserve, because if we just take a look at LOE, right, although it's got, it does have, whatchamacallit, I mean, it's not here, but LF Full Power Frieza, he's under Powerful Opponent, and he's under Frieza Force, he's actually the best unit they have, and then Zenkai First Form Frieza, they're still, pretty much worthless. You might as well just run Powerful Opponent, to be honest with you guys. But I would love to see Golden Frieza down the line. And by the way, before I even go ahead even further with this, all this video, I just want to say that I do not know who's going to come out. So if none of these come out tomorrow night, or gets released or previewed tonight, please don't come back to this video and saying I told you so. I don't know. This is all speculation. That's what I do, guys. I pretty much try to find who's going to be the next unit to make sure you guys are well prepared for whatever is to come. So I would love to see first year anniversary Golden Frieza come out. That would be great for a Green Sagas buff, perhaps. He is Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force, so, Sagas at the time was not really a thing when he first originally came out. But he is indeed, I believe, is he Sagas? He should be Sagas, right? He does hold Sagas, right? I'm assuming he does. Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure he holds Sagas. Because he is from the Sagas, right? So, Sagas from the Wars. I just want to make sure. No, he holds Frieza Resurrection Sagas. So, Frieza Resurrected Sagas. So, he's not a Sagas from the movie specifically. But, guys, this is another one right here, which is Purple Cooler. I would love to see this unit come out. to get a Zenkai. I've always been a big fan of this unit when he originally came out. Always thought he was a nuisance to deal with. He's a transforming unit, so I'm pretty sure if he does get a Zenkai, his stats would be absurd. If we just take a look at his defense at 185, dude, 185 is his defense, which is insane. He's a defensive type of unit. Look at that. Almost 200,000. So he's super, super tanky, dude. Oh my God. That's him fully maxed out, transformed. 190. This is absurd, guys. We don't even see Zenkais with this kind of stats. To be honest with you guys, that's really, really wild. But you can see his blast attack and his strike attack is pretty much non-existent. But that's what he does, guys. If he gets a Zenkai, I believe it'd be a good... What does he buff? Let's see what he buffs. It'd be a good step in the right direction. So he buffs Lineage of Evil and he buffs sagas from the movies as well. So that would be really great. Now, somebody else I'm going to mention, just because if we look at this Frieza, we see Bardock in the background, right? So this is, pretty much a Frieza where, he faced Bardock. There's a whole bunch of Friezas, from the Frieza saga. This is, more from like the original, I don't know what they call it. Let's see what they call it. Let me look at this Bardock. They call it anime original sagas for some reason. But yeah, that's where this Frieza is from. Now, I believe if we get a Bardock Zenkai, it would 100% have to be this red Bardock, this transforming one, and absolutely not this green one. Just because this green one has a broken main ability that we don't see anymore. We just don't see anymore because it's too broken, right? It's literally game changer. So his main ability is inflicts all enemies with no switching for 10 timer counts, which is ridiculous. Like you don't see that anymore at all. Now this Bardock here is a transforming unit, very much so like the cooler. So you can expect his stats to be absolutely crazy. If you just look, he's a melee type unit, right? Guys, take a look at his melee. 284 transformed, fully maxed out. 284, almost 300,000. So I believe if he gets a Zenkai, this will get pushed to 300,000 if he's transformed fully, maxed out Zenkai or whatever the case may be. But that's absolutely wild. And what does he buff? He buffs Team Bardock insane. So he's not from the movies. He's anime originals, of course, but of course he's not from the movies. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. And next up, guys, if we just take a look at Lineage of Evil itself, it's very, very bare bone. There's not much they can do here, honestly. Like, I don't know what they can do to save this tag. I mean, they still have King Cole and they have Meg Frieza to come out and stuff like that, but they wouldn't really switch anything. We do have, like I said, the LF full power Frieza, and they also have the the red movies Frieza here, and and the purple first form Frieza Zenkai, which is still really good. The LF one, good support unit. But if they buff this cooler here, that would be absolutely crazy. A crazy defensive type of unit that we would be able to add on with this yellow LF full power Frieza, which stock absolutely went up just because, he does extra damage to Saiyans, and he also does, he actually nullifies endurance, and he's a yellow unit right now. Yellow units are really, really crazy because, everybody and their grandmothers and their dogs are running mono purple left and right. So, yeah, that's just my best guess, guys. Super Gogeta, anything Lineage of Evil, really. Or, we could potentially get a Bardock Zenkai. But, if that free-to-play first form Frieza tells us anything, we'll just compare it to what we had the last 3 months. Obviously, Rose, we got Future. Sagas in the Winter Code Goku, we ended up getting, movies afterwards. And same thing with Kid Buu, we ended up getting LF, Cell. So, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. I'm really excited. I will keep you guys updated, everything 24/7, everything Dragon Ball Legends, for tonight as well, as tomorrow, and for part 2 of the weekly reset later on this week for the new year. But guys, hopefully you guys had a good holiday, and I'll definitely catch you guys later on for the Zenkai reveal as well. But guys, catch you guys then. Have a good one. Peace.